is even-handed, never taking sides. He orients us toward the future, not the past, emphasizing that the dividend of peace is prosperity and investment, including from the United States. More importantly, President Trump's approach is pragmatic. The process has not become an end in itself. All of these elements filter down to his dedicated team, and here I want to single out Secretary Rubio and Masad Boulos for special appreciation. We would not be here today without their efforts. And as a result, we have the clearest and most viable path forward that we have ever had. These accords provide everything needed to end this conflict once and for all. If this agreement falters and things do not work out as they are supposed to, the responsibility will not lie with President Trump, but with ourselves. It's up to us in Africa, working with our partners to consolidate and expand this peace. There will be ups and downs on the road ahead. There is no doubt about it. Rwanda, I know, will not be found wanting. I can assure you of that. Our only objective is and has always been for our country to be safe and secure after having endured so much tragedy. We now only want to look forward in confident expectation of a prosperous and stable future. Mr. President, Excellencies, I thank you for your kind attention.
Mr. the President of the United States, Donald Trump, ladies and gentlemen, dear members of the delegations, distinguished guests, as we have just placed our signatures at the bottom of the joint declaration enshrining the Washington agreements for peace and prosperity, I do feel, on behalf of the people of Congo, a deep gratitude and clear hope. First of all, I would like to express quite solemnly our deep thanks to the President of the United States of America, Mr. Donald Trump. I would like to thank his administration and also wish to thank the American people for the critical role that they played for the rapprochement, the closening between the Democratic Republic of Congo and the Republic of Rwanda. To these thanks, I also bring in all of our regional partners and our international partners who, thanks to their commitment and engagement, have consistently made this critical moment possible in the road to peace. First and foremost, we have Sheikh Yanim bin Ahmad Adani. We have President João Manuel Gonçalves, who is the president of Angola and the acting African Union. We also have the president of the Republic of Kenya, my brother, Uhuru Kenyatta, here in the room. These two great Africans who are at the beginning, whose Rwanda and the Nairobi processes. And beyond them, to thank so all of the African leaders who contribute to help in this struggle. And I do hope that we have, yes, reached the end. The Washington agreements are not yet another document. These represent a turning point. They bring together the current architecture, a declaration of principles of a peace agreement, and also the regional economic integration framework to provide to the peoples of the region a new perspective, a new outlook, namely to finally the cycle of violence, of forced displacement, trust, defiance, in order to begin a new era of friendship, cooperation, and prosperity, all shared together. For those involved, the Democratic Republic of Congo takes this solemn commitment to implement with complete sincerity all of our obligations that stem from this agreement. We will do this with seriousness, with rigorousness, and also the constant care for peace and the security of our populations, for the unity and the integrity of our territory. We do hope that thanks with the same seriousness that the Republic of Rwanda will also respect fully the letter and the spirit of the commitments made here in Washington. We are reaching out for a peaceful cooperation based on mutual respect, non-interference, and the joint struggle against the armed groups, the end of all support to negative forces, and the beginning of fair prosperity on behalf of our two populations. I do believe this day is the beginning of a new path. A demanding path, yes, indeed, quite difficult, but this is a path where peace will not just be a wish, an aspiration, but a turning point. The Democratic Republic of Congo will fully play its part with dignity, with consciousness and consistency, and with the support of our partners. We will remain watchful, vigilant, but not pessimistic. We'll be clear-eyed, but resolutely optimistic. These Washington agreements for peace and prosperity must be for our peoples a symbol of an irreversible commitment to turn the page of confrontation and to open a new era of cooperation and sustainable peace throughout the region. Thank you.
So, if I might, my four new friends, a couple of cases not that new. Could you come up, please, if you mind? Please. They represent so many and so well, so I just want to thank you very much. Good. Please,
Presidente Trump, Presidente dos Estados Unidos da América, caros convidados, altas entidades aqui presentes, senhores jornalistas, eu gostaria de realçar a importância desta cerimônia aqui em Washington, D.C., que vai finalmente pôr fim a um conflito que, como já foi dito, dura mais de 3 décadas. Não são exatamente 30 anos, mais do que 3 décadas. Um conflito entre irmãos, países vizinhos e irmãos, que deviam se dar bem, mas que, por razões de diversa ordem, têm vindo a se degladiar ao longo dos anos, com pesadas consequências, quer para as populações de ambos os países, como também para as respectivas economias. A região dos Grandes Lagos é uma região das mais ricas do mundo, não apenas da África. É enormemente rica em recursos hídricos, terras aráveis, florestas, recursos minerais que estão no subsolo, mas, sobretudo, rico nas suas pessoas, com um potencial muito grande para desenvolver aquela região de África que pode catapultar o desenvolvimento de outras regiões igualmente do nosso continente. O mundo atravessa hoje uma crise energética e alimentar. Nós estamos a dizer que a África, e em particular essa região dos Grandes Lagos, tem o potencial, não digo de resolver, mas de contribuir consideravelmente para a resolução destas duas grandes crises, quer alimentar, quer a energética, não apenas para o nosso continente, mas para o mundo. A grande barragem do Inga, adormecida há bastantes anos, pode contribuir enormemente para a eletrificação do continente e, consequentemente, para a sua industrialização. Em termos de agricultura, o facto de ter terras aráveis, um índice de chuvas bastante regular e abundante, pode-se desenvolver agricultura naquelas regiões para alimentar o continente. E nada disso tem sido possível fazer-se ao longo de décadas, devido a este conflito que não tem sentido e que, finalmente e felizmente, parece que terá o seu fim hoje aqui em Washington, D.C. Nós procuramos fazer a nossa parte, e quando digo nós, estou-me a referir a Angola, ao Quênia e outros países também africanos. Procuramos fazer o melhor para chegarmos a este momento. Infelizmente não foi possível, mas nós só temos que agradecer ao presidente Trump por ter dado continuidade ao trabalho que nós realizamos e ter conseguido alcançar esse desfecho do qual todos nós sairemos a ganhar. Portanto, mais uma vez, o presidente Trump fez a parte que lhe compete e nós esperamos e acreditamos que é o que vai acontecer, que as duas partes, ou seja, as autoridades da República Democrática do Congo e da República do Ruanda também farão a sua parte para a implementação com êxito deste acordo. Uma coisa é assinar um acordo, outra coisa que é mais difícil, mas é possível, desde que haja vontade política, é implementar em tempo útil tudo aquilo que nós acordamos e assinamos. Parabéns a todos. Muito obrigado.
Your Excellency, the U.S. President, President Trump, dear guests, dear dignitaries present here, press members. I would like to highlight the importance of this ceremony taking place in Washington, D.C., because this has come to put an end to a war that has been there for more than 3 decades, because it's not just exactly 3 decades, but it's more than 30 years. And this is a conflict that has been there between two neighboring countries, which have been fighting for many years with consequences on the peoples, countries, economies, and so forth. And these consequences also were felt in the Great Lakes region, which is a very rich region in Africa, rich in terms of water resources, arable lands and forests, and as well as mineral resources, which are important for the development of our region. So it's important that we reach to this point where the agreement is going to be, has been signed, a peace deal, which will benefit immensely the whole region and will unleash the opportunities for the development of our continent, and as well as to helping the whole world in terms of fighting against the food crisis and energy crisis which the whole world is going through now. We believe that the Great Lakes region will have to play a great role in providing resources to the international community. And of course, solving this conflict will also help solve other crises, not only in the continent as we know, but worldwide. For example, the Great Inga hydro project in Congo is important. It can help to electrify the continent and consequently help in terms of developing agriculture and providing agriculture, arable lands, and abundant resources that we have that be used. We know that Africa possesses a lot of other resources such as rainfalls, which are important for agriculture. So nothing has, nothing would just justify this war, but eventually the most important thing that it has come to war. We sought as Africans to do our part. When I say Africans, I mentioned countries such as Angola, Kenya, and other African countries, but unfortunately we couldn't make it. But we now want to thank President Donald Trump for having helped to reach this important milestone. We believe, once again, we have to thank him for what he has done, and what comes next now is to appeal to the two parties, that is the Democratic Republic of the Congo and the Republic of Rwanda, to implement successfully this agreement for the benefit of their countries, their people, and including our continent of Africa. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, President Trump, fellow heads of state, today's signing of the Washington Peace Accord for Eastern DRC is not merely a monumental diplomatic milestone. It is a decisive act to end a devastating conflict that has scarred the region for decades. Mr. President, what you have achieved is not only transformative, it is consequential and historic. This conflict has destroyed livelihoods, destabilized our region, and threatened the future of the entire Great Lakes African continent. Today's achievement culminates a relentless regional effort anchored by the foundational work of the East African Community and SADC, and today, this Washington process. The coordinated Nairobi, Rwanda, and Washington process has created the essential pathway that brings us to this pivotal moment. We would like to extend our gratitude to President Tshisekedi and President Kagame for their leadership during this process. Reaching this point was made possible by unparalleled consequential convening power of the United States and President Trump's resolute and focused to global peace. Your clarity, Mr. President, of purpose and ability to rally stakeholders together has brought us to this point. We therefore extend our profound gratitude to President Trump, whose bold leadership has been instrumental in delivering this breakthrough. Our presence here, Mr. President, as regional leaders, is a testament of our collective resolve. We will spare no effort to ensure this agreement is fully realized, mobilizing every resource and partner to secure peace and unlock the region's immense economic promise. The protracted conflict on the continent continues to hold back Africa. Our current 3% share of global trade is stark evidence of how far this war has held us back. A peaceful Eastern DRC can unlock of Africa's greatest economic opportunities. Our vast resources, young talent that we have connected through our regional infrastructure and the African Continental Free Trade Area can ignite an unprecedented transformation. A peaceful and integrated Great Lakes region will accelerate innovation, predictable government reduces risk, harmonized regulation lowers costs, and open borders increase trade, attracting value-added industries to our continent. For too long, Africa has exported raw materials only to import refined products at great cost. Our regional economic integration framework, Mr. President, that you have spoken to here, will build value chains in minerals, manufacturing, and agri-processing, creating jobs and creating wealth. The Great Lakes region stands at the threshold of a new era. Peace will open doors, integration will guide us, and private sector dynamism will propel us forward. In conclusion, as we celebrate progress in the DRC, we must not look away from a crisis. I want to ask you respectfully, Mr. President, that in your quest for global peace, to support efforts to resolve the humanitarian catastrophe in Sudan. I thank you.
Excellence, le chef d'État et de gouvernement ici présent.
Heads of state government, dear delegations, it is with great joy that I speak today before you in order. There is a time for and there's a time for despair and there's a time for hope. We are experiencing actually implement this accord. As far as we are concerned, this agreement on regional economic integration will Burundi and the DRC already represent an economic community of the countries of the Great Lakes region. Burundi has a major role to play in order to indeed implement these existing cooperation agreements between the three states. We hope that together we'll be able to achieve a long-lasting peace and stability throughout the region. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And I just want to introduce a friend of mine who I just noticed in the audience. He's in charge of a very small sport called soccer, over there football. So nobody knows really what to call it. Johnny, thank you very much. The head of FIFA is here. And I can report to you that we have sold more tickets than any country anywhere in the world at this stage of the game, and I think we probably broke all records before you even get close. And you have a big event on Friday at the Trump Kennedy Center. Oh, excuse me, at the Kennedy Center. Pardon me, a terrible mistake, Marco. At the Kennedy Center, and I look forward to seeing you there. But I want to congratulate you. No, it's really taken the world by storm. You've never done anything like what's happening in terms of ticket sales. I'm making a lot of enemies telling people, I'm sorry, I can't get you tickets. I just can't do it. But congratulations, you've done a fantastic job. A great leader in sports and a great gentleman. Thank you very much, Johnny. And now we're going to sign a very important agreement. Thank you. Go ahead. I know you and you're very friendly, so I'll take it. Otherwise, I wouldn't take it. Go ahead.
Mr. President, we are witnessing a historic moment for our country. My question to you is, when we will see the from Unis troops from DRC, and when we will see the real peace? Because even now, we are witnessing historical peace deal where people are being still killed in DRC. Yeah. Because the troops continue there. When, because this peace will be real, the troop needs to withdraw from DRC. When we will see the
I think you're going to see very quick and very quickly, I think you're going to see things happen. This is something that was not doable, according to a lot of people, and not only is it doable, I think it's going to be a great miracle. These two gentlemen are leaders, they're great leaders, and they're going to prove that in the coming months and years. And I think you're going to see very immediate results. I have confidence that that's what's going to happen. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. That's a big deal. They like his people. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Felix.
La signature est donc intervenue il y a quelques minutes. Dans l'entretemps, nous avons de nouveaux invités sur ce plateau. Le professeur Mbata Betoukoumessou, qui est honorable député, il est secrétaire permanent de l'Union sacrée de la Nation. Il est avec ma droite justement. Et le professeur Adolphe Voto, qui est directeur général de la radio-télévision nationale congolaise. Avec lui, hier, nous abordions déjà cette question en prélude de cette signature qui vient d'intervenir. Tout à l'heure, il nous reste maintenant les commentaires sur ce qui s'est passé. Je vais commencer par le professeur Mbata, secrétaire permanent de l'Union sacrée. Ma première question est celle de savoir quelles sont les impressions que vous avez après avoir regardé ces images.
Merci beaucoup. Je dois dire que nous vivons là un moment vraiment historique. Un moment historique parce que la signature de cet accord de Washington vient en fait a pour intention de mettre fin à un conflit, à une guerre qui m'est imposée pendant plus de 3 décennies. Et je crois que le président américain l'a répété, le président angolais l'a fait, et même le président kenyan. C'est une guerre qui a fait des milliers de morts, des millions, des villages ravagés. Et pourtant, tout ça sur un pays qui représente beaucoup pour le continent africain. Je crois que le président angolais est revenu là-dessus, en parlant du barrage de Dinga, qui à lui seul peut donner le courant à tout un continent et même au-delà. Et même les questions des terres arabes, les camps d'eau, le président angolais est venu là-dessus pour ce qui se passe en RDC devait prendre un terme parce que c'est en mettant face à cette guerre de plus de 30 ans qu'on peut être en liche, comme on peut déployer en fait le développement de tout un continent. Et ici, il faut féliciter son Excellence Félix Antoine Tshisekedi Tshilombo, président de la République, chef de l'État et haute autorité politique de l'Union sacrée de la Nation. Et nous sommes heureux. Et nous sommes fiers d'avoir qu'après 30 ans, 3 décennies, il fallait qu'il soit là pour mettre un terme à cette guerre. Il a fallu attendre Félix qui dit pour qu'on parle, qu'on amène enfin sur les instances internationales. Vous savez, dans ce pays, on n'osait même pas citer le nom de Kagame. Vous citez le nom de Kagame, vous étiez en prison. Vous avez même suite tout récemment certains politiciens train de bégayer. Bégayer lorsqu'on leur demande de citer le nom du pays agresse, le Congo, ils bégayent. Donc pour nous, c'est un grand moment, c'est un moment historique. Je crois que pour autant que le président Trump mérite les éloges, notre président mérite ses éloges. Et je crois que même les étudiants qui étudient la diplomatie aux universités devront retenir ce moment. Comment il est arrivé, ce Kagame si arrogant, ce Kagame si impulsif, finalement, qui est amené devant l'instance internationale, et vous voyez, devant le monde entier, c'est lui le monde qui était fautif. Et je dois ajouter un mot là-dessus, pratiquement ce qu'on disait. La semaine passée à Atlanta, aux États-Unis, c'est qu'en droit pour nous autres, il n'y a aucun argument de droit international qui pouvait justifier la présence du Rwanda sur le territoire congolais. Et à Atlanta, justement, j'ai trouvé un universitaire de Oxford University. Je n'ai pas trouvé un universitaire de Harvard University, de Cambridge ou de Paris-Saclay pour justifier la présence du Rwanda sur le territoire congolais.
Nous allons entrer dans les détails du droit international, sœur. Oui, ce sont deux professeurs sur les plateaux, bien entendu. Le professeur Adolphe Voto, toutes les paroles ont convergé vers le bonheur qu'il y a d'attendre cet accord se mettre en œuvre. Mais le président burundais a dit que c'est une chose de signer, d'engager, mais une autre de rester l'engagement. Vous regardez cet enthousiasme et cette peur cachée du président burundais, comment vous restez?
Non, autant que c'est un espoir pour ce pays, comme le président dit, c'est tournant pour ce pays. Mais pourvu que ces accords soient appliqués. Et donc, c'est pourquoi le président burundais reste prudent. Mais je dis même le président Tshisekedi, il est ouvert. Vous pouvez lire dans son discours, mais aussi dans ses études. Donc, il n'y va pas par un enthousiasme béat. Il dit, oui, c'est bien. L'économie, oui, il y a la paix d'abord. Deux accords en un, il y a la paix et la
faut aller vers les États-Unis, ou pour aller vers le Rwanda, pour commencer à faire des affaires, si la paix n'est pas consolidée. Je crois que c'est comme ça,
nous restons prudents. Blaise Bokokia, la cérémonie a eu lieu, mais les images renvoient un message. On a regardé le président de la République, Félix, on a vu le président Kagame, on a vu naturellement le président Trump dégoût, fier de ce qui vient de se passer. Le président a quand même une certaine attitude, renvoie un message.
Vous avez vraiment raison, dans la sociologie de la communication, il y a la GPL qui véhicule un grand nombre de messages, un grand pourcentage, il y a le paralangage, il y a les comportementaux. Je suis au niveau de la GPL. Vous avez vu tout au long de cette cérémonie que Paul Kagame a évité de fixer son regard à son homologue congolais qui était juste à ses côtés. Il le regardait et plutôt l'auto se trouvait le train où les présidents se succédaient pour prononcer les discours. Cette image rappelle un peu l'image de Utenika sur les eaux internationales entre Laurent Désiré Kabila et Mobutu Sese Seko. Dans cette image, sur Utenika, Kabila a évité, Laurent Désiré a évité de regarder, de fixer son regard à la. C'est ce que nous vivons tout à l'heure. Mais je remarquais aussi au niveau comportemental, le président Trump était tout à fait une autre personnalité. Contrairement à ses habitudes, vous avez vu quand le président qu'il a terminé son discours, il s'est mis debout pour le saluer, il l'embrasse. Chose qu'il n'a pas fait avec Kagame, juste prendre la main. Et autre chose, c'est cette famille blonde. On attendait, ça n'a pas eu entre Kagame et Tshisekedi. Nous on croyait qu'après avoir signé les documents, il y aurait moyen de lien entre les deux, ça n'a pas eu. Mais le président est resté debout. Quand les chefs d'État africains sont succédés, Lorenzo d'Angola, Ruto du Kenya et Ndayishimiye de Burundi, le président Trump est resté debout, attentivement en train de suivre les discours des uns et des autres. Et là maintenant, l'autre l'interprète du discours du président angolais, il est resté debout. Et pourtant, on a vu Trump quand il recevait ou il reçoit d'autres, ses homologues chefs d'État, il est assis et on les salue tout en étant assis. Donc Trump a montré une autre personnalité, contrairement à ses habitudes. J'ai aimé le président Tshisekedi quand on a fini la cérémonie, en sortant, on a vu un Tshisekedi très dégagé, très détendu, et il a soulevé la main pour saluer le public. Ce sont des éléments, des communications qui sont importantes dans la sociologie de la communication par rapport à ce que nous venons de voir ce soir.
Très intéressant, on continuera à analyser ces images du président de la République, Félix Tshisekedi, qui vient de réussir qu'à nous mettre en défense. Il a amené la carte de la République démocratique du Congo au plus haut niveau d'intérêt économique internationaux, mais disons que les États-Unis sont particulièrement intéressés par ce qui est en République démocratique du Congo. L'accord est signé, mais une question reste, est celle de savoir si jamais ça ne réussit pas, qu'est-ce qui va venir?
Bon, disons d'abord, il n'a pas réussi quand même. Il faut enlever quand même. C'est un coup, c'est éclat en diplomatie. Ce n'est pas quand même. Et ici, je crois que je vais aborder votre question. Le président, dans la traduction anglaise, il a pris deux fois le mot sérieux. 2 fois sérieux. Et regardez aussi son visage. Très sérieux. Mais lorsque vous avez affaire 10 millions de morts, un conflit qui a duré plus de décennies, ce n'est pas ce président-là qui va sourire à Kagame. Donc il a tout, c'est le père de la nation. Il sent tout cela sur lui. Et il a dit, je crois qu'il faut le préciser aussi, nous sommes le plus grand gagnant dans cet accord. Et j'ai suivi même dans les murs de la presse, les gens ont commencé à commenter comme s'ils s'agissaient d'un nouvel accord. Mais en droit national, il y a le paraphe, il y a la signature. On a suivi des compagnies dans le sens où on va voir le pays. Mais non, ça c'est tout ignoré. Donc ici, nous sommes le plus grand gagnant. Première chose, Kagame accepte devant le monde entier qu'il doit arrêter ces trucs de la RDC. Et c'est sans condition. Devant tous ces chefs d'État, il accepte que c'est dans l'accord qu'il doit cesser son soutien à ce subjectif de la CR23. C'est sans condition, c'est dans l'accord. Donc nous sommes le plus grand gagnant de cet accord. On a raconté qu'on a vendu la souveraineté, ils n'ont rien compris. Ce sont ceux qui avaient vendu le pays. Félix, c'est ce qu'il est en train de racheter, qui va de la souveraineté bradée. Donc maintenant, ce qui va rester, c'est quoi? Regardez vous-même. Cet accord vous rappelle un peu l'accord avec le président du Qatar, entre le président israélien et puis le chef de l'autorité palestinienne. Il est historique.
J'ai décidé de nommer un informateur, conformément aux dispositions de l'article 78, alinéa 2 de la Constitution.
Abonnez-vous massivement sur votre chaîne Linga Congo TV, chaîne à Makambo, chaîne d'actualité, chaîne à politique, qui babi awelo tout état politique ya mboka so Congo. Okozwango awa na kati ya Linga Congo TV, babi s'abonner toujours aux ala jamais déci na mambo etali tout eza lokola ba événement ya mboka na biso Congo.
Je profite de l'occasion pour tordre le cou à toutes ces critiques qui consistent à faire croire faussement
Borozwa ba Sénat, borozwa marambo tout awa na kati ya Linga Congo TV babi est du pays borozwa kana Linga Congo makambo tout les kana est mbo solution ba chaîne tout ya politique et ngai tala Linga Fati beton na kati ya Linga Congo.